Hello everyone, I'm Crystal Snapdragon, and in this video, we're going to take a quick look at character creation and customization in Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is definitely a classic MMO. It's been around for quite some time now. It's actually one of the first MMOs that I ever played along with Terra and Star Wars: The Old Republic. So there is a special place in my heart for Guild Wars 2, though I've never actually finished the base game storyline. I would definitely like to one day, but I always get pulled away in other directions. So I thought, you know what, it's time to reopen the game and see if I can make it a little further than I usually do. They really haven't made any changes to the available races or classes since the game was first released. There's really only been one additional class that was added in the Heart of Thorns expansion, and that's the Revenant class. Other than that, the races have remained the same, and the other classes available to you, which actually are called professions in this game, remain the same. What's really nice about this game is that the race that you choose dictates the personal story as well as the home instance or starting area. So each race has its own starting area. That definitely allows to this game some replayability, I think. I usually play the Sylvari race, which is the naturesque race, but I'm thinking that I might try a different race this time. I guess we'll see. So let's go ahead and look at the different races, starting with the Char. So we're actually going to look at the races in the class window to get a better idea of how they look, because obviously right here it looks more like a painting, and you can't get a great idea of how they actually look in game. So we're going to go to the class window to do that. Starting with the Char. The Char race is more of a feline race, although they kind of also look like wolves, but they are the feline race in this game. Here's the female. We'll just take a look at the different types of females that you could potentially make. I like this one personally. We'll take a closer look at the classes in a minute or two. So that is our female Char. This is the male Char. He looks terrifying, personally. So there are racial skills in this game. The Char, for instance, have a battle cry skill. The racial skills, however, are not nearly as powerful as the actual class or profession skills. So you don't really have to worry so much about the racial skills that are available in this game. So that is the Char. Next we have the human. Look at the male humans here. I like this outfit for the Mesmer. I like that it's purple, and purple is my favorite color. So humans, their racial skills can include moving conditions or statuses, and even applying buffs. But again, the racial skills typically aren't more powerful than the profession skills. I like this outfit a lot for the warrior. I like how the thief is always incredibly short. Obviously you can change the height, but it does crack me up. I like this outfit a lot too, for the Elementalist human. This outfit is really nice too. Mesmer, Thief, and Necromancer are the top classes for at least solo play in this game. Next we have the Norn. These kind of look like humans, but they're more giants. Starting with the male here. See, kind of looks like a giant. This guy is huge. He goes off my screen. This guy looks like a Nord. I like the look of this guy. She looks pretty cool too. I love the hair. For how old this is, the hair looks amazing. I like that outfit. So these guys, some of their racial skills involve shapeshifting. So the Azura, this is your small humanoid race. To me, they kind of look like gnomes or Gefling from Dark Crystal. Obviously, they don't look completely like Gefling, but that's just what comes to mind immediately when I look at them. Especially this one. These are actually your females. I like this one. That one's pretty adorable too. Here we have the males. It kind of looks like Dobby, I'm not gonna lie. This one, I swear someone needs to make and just name it Alfalfa. So those are the Azura. Last but not least, we have the Sylvari. The Sylvari is what I normally make. And by the way, quickly, Azura has like a racial skill that can inflict confusion. Sylvari have more nature-esque skills like vines that can entangle their foes and keep them from moving. So here, let's look at the male Sylvari. This is the class, or sorry, race that I tend to gravitate towards because I just really like the look of it. Reminds me of a plant sim. I think it looks very unique. You aren't going to find this type of race in any other MMO. I like this one. Thieves always so short. This is the hair I normally go for. I love that hair so much. Okay, so those are our races. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a Norn because I think that even though it won't be that powerful, the racial skills might be rather fun. So I might go and make an Elementalist for this Norn. We'll find out, but let's go ahead and take a quick look at all of these professions, starting with the Warrior. The Warrior is a melee fighter with high survivability. A Warrior is a weapons master. Warriors build their adrenaline by successfully striking an enemy, then expend it to unleash devastating burst attacks. Warriors are versatile and resilient fighters. Here we have the Guardian, and I love that hair. She kind of looks like a Nord too. Favors melee, also a supportive class, and delves into the realm of defensive magic. Guardians gain powerful personal enhancements from their virtues, which they can briefly expend to aid friends or damage foes. Formidable on their own, Guardians shine brightest in the company of allies. Next we have the Revenant. This class is unlocked by purchasing the Heart of Thorns expansion. I'm not sure that I really like the cloth over their eyes. I would prefer that not be on there actually. I'm sure you can hide it. This is melee or ranged, invokes legendary heroes, and it is a magic-wielding fighter. Revenants invoke the power of legendary heroes from Tyria's past, spending their own energy to channel the abilities used by those figures. They are reliable allies and dangerous enemies. Ranger is actually what I typically gravitate towards because you get a pet companion, and I'm a sucker for those pet companion classes. This is a ranged damage class. Rangers tame a variety of pet companions to complement their fighting style, rounding out their arsenal with traps, nature spirits, and survival skills. They have the tools to take on any type of foe. Ranger is considered one of the top solo classes in this game. Here's a Thief, always so short. Thieves favor melee, stealth and evasion, and acrobatic combat. Manage their initiative during combat, expending it to unleash carefully timed attacks. What they lack in defense, they make up for with skills to debilitate, teleport, or vanish from sight. Next, we have the Engineer. This is a great class if you are more into the tech professions. Melee or ranged, gadgets, turrets, and toolkits. Referred to as a Technomancer. I like this outfit, and I like that hair a lot as well. Engineers are jacks of all trades, and with enough time, masters of many, able to bring dozens of abilities and tool belt skills to a fight. Their art's in choosing the right one to utilize at the perfect time. Next we have the Necromancer. This is the top solo play class for this game, and I love that hair so much. Favors ranged, summons minions, and is apt in dark magic. Necromancers are monsters on the battlefield, draining life force from their enemies and entering a death shroud that temporarily grants them powerful abilities and protects them from harm. Here we have the Elementalists, which is what I am sort of leaning towards. Favors ranged, magic, versatile caster. Elementalists harness the power of the four elements, water, earth, fire, and air, to cast powerful spells. Their ability to change their element attunement mid-combat is versatile but difficult to master. And then last but not least, we have the Mesmer, and I love this outfit so much. Favors ranged, you create illusions, finesse and misdirection. Masters of magical misdirection, Mesmers create and shatter clones and illusions of themselves in battle. Mesmer and ranged are the two that I have played, along with Necromancer actually. And I think out of the three, I really liked Mesmer for its combat style. I always choose Ranger just because, again, I gravitate towards those pet companions. Necromancer was pretty fun as well, but Mesmer, I feel like, had the best combat style. Mesmers rely on evasion and subterfuge, requiring finesse and practice to perfect. So I think we're gonna go with Elementalist, just because I've never really played an Elementalist as far as I can remember. So let's go ahead. So there is the look of our character. Let's continue. I study all the elements, but I wear a gem that symbolizes my love of water, fire, earth, and air. I'm gonna say of fire. I mean, look at her. She's definitely fire element. Trouble may follow me, but I use my charm, dignity, or ferocity to overcome it. I'm thinking Amazon woman, so I'm gonna go with ferocity. I'm furious. Threatening violence gets me farther than anything else. I'm a natural, though I do try to use my powers of intimidation for good. My most important quality is that I have the necessary strength to defeat ancient foes, cunning to protect the spirits, or intuition to guard the mists. I'm gonna go with strength to defeat ancient foes. I keep my body strong so that I can defeat our ancient enemies and protect the Great Lodge. At a recent celebratory moot held in Holbrook, I blacked out, got into a fight, lost an heirloom. Ooh. Blacked out. Ale. Rowdy brawling. It's far too easy to let loose in the thrill of the moment. After I woke up, I couldn't remember what I'd done. I'm sure it was nothing too terrible. You look like you'd get rather drunk. So we're gonna go with blacked out. When I was still a kid, I had a vision. A spirit of the wild spoke to me and offered its guardianship. That spirit was a bear, snow leopard, wolf, or raven. I'm gonna go with snow leopard. Snow leopard is a stealthy, smiling spirit. She teaches us independence, strategy, and laughter in the face of danger. To this day, her wisdom guides me and my memory of her comforts me on dark nights. And here we get to sign our name. She is Andromeda, or Andromeda. Obviously Andromeda is taken. That's when you just add a letter to the end of it. And that is it. That is our character. We are ready to go. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I release these character creation videos for most games all the time, so keep on the lookout for that, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone!